Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to yet another second and 10 thing to do with the NFL tournament, the Super Bowl winners, losers, and friends tournament, in which I did 128 teams. All the Super Bowl winners and losers, 59 of them got in, so that's 118 teams. And then I did a tournament of like rogue leagues that second and 10 had and picked two teams from there, which ended up being the 1948 Browns and the 1999 Ryan Fire, AAFC and NFL Europe, respectively. Two teams from the 30s and 40s, like the NFL champions of the 30s and 40s, 33 Bears and 48 Eagles were the winners of those. Two AFL teams that did not get to the Super Bowl. Of course, pre 66, nobody would. And then the final four spots to the four franchises that don't have a Super Bowl appearance, that being Detroit, Cleveland, Jacksonville, and Houston. The Texans, their 2019 squad, got in because they did pull off that wild card win over Buffalo and had Kansas City on the ropes in the divisional round, but couldn't finish it off. Detroit, you had the 1957 team, the last time they won some type of championship. In 1964, the Cleveland Browns, the 64 Browns, even though the 48 team was around. So 64, they had the things going for them. Yeah, the last time they won some type of championship. And Jacksonville, their 99 team got in because the Jaguars, um, that was their best team to make the Super Bowl. In 99, they won the AFC, being the number one seed, but they ended up um, losing the AFC title game to Tennessee. My mind's just mush. Anyway, um, we've done 19 of the 32 round of 64 games. The 2016 Falcons with a shock win over the 72 undefeated Dolphins. The 66 Packers went into 90 Buffalo and beat the wide right Bills, the first ever Super Bowl champs. The 98 Broncos, when John Elway rode off in the sunset, that team beat the 2012 Niners. 48 Cleveland needed overtime to beat the 2018 Rams, who lost the Super Bowl to the Pats in a 13-3 snooze fest. 2007 Pats, the team that went 16-0 in the regular season, they nipped the 82 Dolphins by a field goal. 77 Cowboys, Super Bowl 12 winners, beat up on 74 Minnesota. 99 Ryan with the big win over the 80 Raiders, who were the Super Bowl 15 champs. The 06 Bears losing to their cousins, the 1933 Bears, being crushed by them. The 92 Bills, the team that got crushed by the Cowboys in Super Bowl 27. They beat the 21 Bengals. The 71 Cowboys with a big win over the greatest show on turf 99 Rams. The 2013 Broncos with Peyton winning a trip to the final but losing to the Seahawks. They nipped the 83 Redskins by 6. The 57 Lions, the only Lions team around, they got lucky beating the 98. This one's for John Broncos. 0-2 Tampa beat 97 Green Bay in the Battle of the Bays, in which it was, the John Gruden defense. 93 Cowboys, the team that won their second straight Super Bowl and crushed Buffalo in their fourth Super Bowl. They won 17-14. The 68 Jets beat the 06 Colts narrowly by a touchdown. So, yeah, the Super Bowl three guarantee team. The 2014 Pats beat the 2017 Eagles by 11, killing the Philly special. 73 Dolphins, the team that won back-to-back Super Bowls, they took on the 04 Eagles and beat them. The 04-05 Steelers with the big upset over the 2000 Ravens for their defense problems. And the 84 Niners beat the 2016 Pats by 21. So we have 6 games for you today. We are going to rest Denver, San Francisco for second last, and put the Battle of New England in, and that's what we're gonna do. So we go from east to west when we do our things, and we're gonna go to New York, to Gotham, the '86 Cup Giants taking on the Patty Ice, as they call him. Texas Tech. Mahomes on pivot. Kareem Hunt will start in the backfield. Xavier Worthy, Rasheed Rice, Jamal Hardman, and Travis Kelsey will be receivers. Offensively, we go William Morris, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, Joe Thornley, and John Taylor. The Giants' defensive line is Larry Marshall, Jim Bird, Carl Banks, Eric Carson, Ray Reasons, and LT linebackers. No Mark Collins, he's out, so Walsh has to come in with Kenny Hill, Kenny Kennard, and Curry Williams. The 24 Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl runners up. So they were trying to get their 12th title in 5 years, I guess.
Holding. Receiving team.
Bill Sims on pivot. Joe Morris starts the running back. Casey Robinson, Lovely, Johnson, and Garner Manuel will receive his Marky Barr. Brad Benson, Billy Ard, Mark Oates, Chris Godfrey, and Carl Nelson in defensive line. The Chiefs D-line, Michael Dana, Chris Jones, Rashawn Morgan, and George Kalafdis. Nick Bolton, Drew Twinkle, and Leo Chanel, your linebackers. Trent McDuffie, Justin Reed, Brian Cook, and Sam Johnson. For the 86 Giants, this was the team that won Super Bowl 21, focused on LA. And Bill Sims went 22-25 in record completion percentages.
First down. First down.
Touchdown, Giants.
Good.
Giants.
First down.
Horse says, I'm coming out.
That's good.
Carlton. 49
That's good.
This guy is good. He scored more points than Kansas. The Giants are now around 32 for sure. 18 points, there's no way. They're going to take Mahomes out and Carson Wentz, who's the backup.
First down.
Can't believe he made that 49-yard kick. Giants. Right now, the Giants. The 24 Chiefs. Alabra's 5 field goals, more points by himself than Kansas City did themselves. Sims, 21 for 32, 32, touchdown pick. 272. 272. Okay. Mahomes 9 for 15, 85 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Well, you got a touchdown to Purdy, 7-0, but Sims and Morris. Kennard. All right. We're going to Tennessee next. Are we? Yes, we are. We're going to see the 99 Tigers. Neil O'Donnell Titans. Yet, I'm not having this. Neil O'Donnell, my ass. It's Steve McNair. He's going to be the quarterback here, McNair. Especially against the 24 Eagles. Yet, we've got to try to get in. We want to get in for fans. Hey, George Lawrence, Kevin Dicey, Chris Sanders, and Frank Wycheck, receivers. Offensive line, John Runyon, Reggie Olsen, Kevin Long, Bruce Matthews, and Brad Hopkins. Philly defense is Josh Sweat, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, your DBs. Your linebackers, Zach Bond, Kobe Dean, Nolan Smith, and Ben Simmer. Then Cooper DeJean, CJ Gardner Johnson, Luke Blankenship, and Quinton Mitchell. The Titans, no Super Bowl appearances. This was the closest. Sorry, no, what do we think? The Jaguars. The 99 Titans went to the Super Bowl based off of a couple plays. They had the music seating miracle in which they were trailing Buffalo 16-50 in the first playoff game of the 21st century. And what ended up happening was that, they get the play the right check. They won. I can't remember who they beat in the divisional round, but they went to the AFC title game, went to Jacksonville and beat them. And Jacksonville had 3 losses in the regular season and playoffs combined, all 3 to the Jets. And then the Titans were down on your chart. Yeah, I mean, you're doing this.
First down. First down. Good.
Jalen Hurts, everybody hurts. He's pivot. Saquon Barkley spurred by the Giants. The Eagles have bring back AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Johnny Wilson, wide receivers, Dallas Goddard, tight end. Lane Johnson, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Brad Johnson, and Kai Beckham are your offensive line. D-line, Jervon Curse, Josh Evans, Jason Fisk, and Henry Ford on that one. Baron Warflum, Joe Bowden, and Kenny Robinson, linebackers, Bernard Robinson, Mike Bishop, and Samari Waller, DBs. Anyway, the 23 Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, meeting up in Kansas City, and Saquon getting a rate, messing up Giants fans. In real life, Phillies doing okay, but they didn't fall for the past few games. And of course, in real life, this is the day after the craziest conference championship games, like series of games in NCAA history. We saw Bama fall to Georgia, and a lot of people say Bama has lost their chance to meet in the college football playoff, which Miami and Virginia will probably pick. Duke beat Virginia in the ACC championship, and that ruins Virginia's chances in the CFP, and probably puts James Madison and also, Indiana beat Ohio State 1-2 and 2-1. That was Indiana. First time since 1988.
First down. First down. First down. Defense.
And what a comeback from Virginia. Yeah, 48-31. So just getting a few more yards.
Timeout defense.
Okay, 32-yard field goal.
It's good.
They sure do. And the 24 Eagles are going shocked. second half of the Titans. The Eagles thought they were going to fly into round of 32, but not so fast. Vikings were a point in the drives. Fumbled this field goal, punt. And so, yeah, my gosh, Tennessee wised up in the second half. Yeah, second half. So we are going to St. Louis next. It's the 2012 Ravens against the 2001 Rams. Northern Iowa, not really a powerhouse school, played in the Arena Football League, played in Europe, and was actually stocking shelves at High B, the grocery store, overnight. Before becoming the quarterback he is now, Trump candidate James Hodgkins in the backfield, Corey Hall, Isaac Bruce, Jeff Hopkins, receivers to start with, of course. Defensive line, Ryan Tucker, Adam Timmerman, Andy McCall, Tom Newman, and Orlando Pace Man. Is Lane Nakata, Terrence Cody, and Pernell McPhee, Daniel Ellerby, Jamal McClain, Courtney Upshot, and Carlos Sons for linebackers. DBs are Corey Graham, Ed Reed, Bernard Pollard, and Harry Williams. 2001 Rams, this was a team that proved that Sean Turkey was not a team, but Mike Parsons coaching really well. And basically, they should have won the Super Bowl, but those Patriots.
First down. First down. First down. Ravens. Good.
Yeah, St. Louis is favored by a point. Miami. 2012 Ravens beat the 71 Dolphins in 2020. 71 Dolphins, the team that lost Super Bowl VI. And the Owen Rams beat their state rivals, the 2022 Chiefs, 28-25. Just ridiculous score. I don't remember. Answer the red zone?
Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start. Offense. Touchdown, Rams. Good. It's good. It's good. Touchdown, Rams. Good. Flag on the play. Holding. Defense. First down. Timeout offense. Timeout offense. Timeout defense. Flag on the play. False start. Offense.
That actually helps. That was the Ravens.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
Pass interference.
Offense.
Offense.
Oh, it's offensive. Dixon pushed off. Warner, 22 for 27, 296 reception. Holt, 179 of receiving end. Flacco, 31 for 50, 408, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Who says that Baltimore's a winning team? Ray Rice only had 5 carries for 14 yards. Bolton and Smith, 100 yards receiving, and they still lose the game. Wow, Baltimore was up by 13 after 3 quarters, but the Rams pulled it off. So the home teams have won every game. Boring. We're off to Oakland. We're off to Oakland, Jeffrey. So the 70 Colts, they start at the 23 at Network Associates Coliseum, and it will be Johnny U at pivot. Chuck Malin, Jerry Hill running the ball, Harry Hinton, and Roy Jefferson, Tom Mitchell, your receivers. Offensive line is Bob Fogel, Glenn Ressler, Bill Curry, Dan Sullivan, and Sam Ball. Oakland's D is Lawrence Grant, John Corrala, Sam Adams, and Tony Bryant. Eric Barton, Napoleon Harris, Bill Romanowski with the linebackers. Charlie Woodson, Rod Woodson, Derek Gibson, Charlie James for DBs. Anyway, yeah. 70 Colts, the team that won Super Bowl 5, called the Thunder Bowl, next to Jim O'Brien's Field. Johnny Unitas got a ring.
First down. First down.
Rich Gannon is your punter. Your pivot. Charlie Garner to Zach Crockett running the ball. Tim Brown. Well, mostly because they're at the pair of tight ends. Hudson line, Blake Kennedy. Frank Middleton. Barrett Robbins, who went AWOL at Mexico. Bo Collins, from 19 Bearsons. Baltimore's D line, Bubba Smith, Fred Miller, Billy Ray Smith. Right, Billy Ray Smith, Arkansas. Sweet! Defensive game against the 2019 Niners won 26, and the 02 Raiders beat the 78 Steelers
Good. The extra point is good.
That was a mistake by Danny. Hit the ball, scored 7 points. That's a terrible mistake.
The extra point is good. First down. Timeout offense. Timeout offense.
And then on to San Francisco. 2 more games left. Denver gets well to 20-minute candlestick. Craig Morton and pivot for the Broncos. Otis Anderson, Maloney Parent running the ball. David Moses, Brendan Church, and Riley Odom to receivers. On the O-line, we have Andy Maurer, Tom Vlasic, Mike Andre, Paul Howard, and Todd Morton. For the Niners, their D-line, Kevin Fleegan, Michael Carter, and Chris Holt. Linebackers, Charlie Floyd, Matt Dillon, Peter Turner, and Mike Walter. And your DBs, Don Griffin, Chad Brooks, Ronnie Lott, and Daryl Cole. The 77 Broncos went to Super Bowl 12, lost to Dallas, and it hurt Craig Morton. He was once the leading quarterback in Dallas before his spot back at the station. And yeah, Denver kind of got into the Super Bowl, firstly because of Rob Lies supposedly claiming that nobody should be able to read it.
First down.
Joe Cool, Joe Montana, pivot. Rizzo, Randy Bradshaw, Tom Jackson from ESPN, and Bob Switzer from Linebackers. Larry Riley, Billy Thompson, Bernard Jackson, and Lou Raines are your DBs. The 89 Niners, this was the team that crushed the crap out of Denver in the Super Bowl. Not Drew's Broncos, but Giordano's Broncos. This is Joe Courtney and second 5.
First down. First down. First down. Good.
Oh yeah, San Fran picked by 5. The 77 Broncos moved to 2011 Pats 30-17. That was the team that went to Super Bowl 46, lost the Super Bowl on a late return touchdown. The 89 Niners were 1 Pats with Tom Brady. He crushed face Tom Brady in 2018.
Good.
Went for the first goal, but they fumbled it. Not good. 2 minutes. It's 13-3.
Timeout defense. Timeout defense. Flag on the play. Encroachment. Defense.
One more game to go, and it's the Battle of New England. Can this be true? Team Brady starts at the 20-yard line. Deion Lewis starting at running back. Chris Bodon, Brandon Cooks, Danny Amendola, and Rob Gronkowski trying to catch the balls. Offensive line is Nate Soldier, Shaq Mason, David Andrews, Coach Henry, and Marcus Cannon. The 85 Pats on defense are James Adams, Dennis Owens, and Kenneth Simpson. Linebackers Larry McGrew, Steve Nelson, Andre Tippett, and Don Blackburn. The DBs are Raymond Claiborne, Fred Marion, Willie James, and Monty Lippett. So the 2017 Pats, this is the team that Went to the Super Bowl against Philly, trying to go back to back. I failed. They lost to Philly. Philly special. The 31. So Team Eason. You've got Craig James and Barbara Rutherford. Run the ball. Irving Fryer, Stevens starring, and Rudolph Jr. Ruffman Elliott. Whatever. Sid Moore. Ronald Reagan. John Hanna and Brian Holloway. You're on defensive line. Trey Flowers, Malcolm Brown, Richard Weiss, Warren Sky. Kyle Van Noy, Ellie Roberts, and Marcus Flowers. Linebackers. Malcolm Butler, Patrick Chung, Devin McCourty, Stephen Gilmore, your DBs. Team Eason, this is the team that shocked a lot of people by beating Miami in the AFC title game. And went to Super Bowl 20, losing 46-10. So they didn't like it. Too tight. Team is favored by 2 points. The 17 squad was in by Dallas favored by 13. Lost to the 85 team won 61-13. 61.
Touchdown, Patriots. The extra point is good. First down. Flag on the play. False start. Offense. Good.
17-0 Brown with the Brewers here 27-17. Well, that's it. The home teams just ruled today, 5 out of 6. The 70 Orioles, yeah, I knew I was going to screw up. The 70 Colts were the only team on the road to win. All right, so what do we got? We got today the 86 Giants taking out the 24 Chiefs. Great fourth quarter by the Giants. Phil Sims. And a leg rest 5 field goals. 85 Pats beat the 2017 Pats 27-17. So the old school team beat the new school team as per usual. The 70 or Colts beat the 0-2 Raiders 17-13 late in the fourth quarter. 89 Niners with a 13-3 win. And the 0-1 Rams fourth quarter of the 2012 Ravens. And the 99 Tits won great second half. It was 31-10 after 2 periods. It was like, go Philly, go. You got him. You got Tennessee. No. What a mistake by Philly. Late. Late. The 66 Chiefs next week. We'll see the Super Bowl one runners up take on the Super Bowl 20 Monsters of Midway and Shuffling Crew, the Bears. The 67 Raiders, Super Bowl 2 runners up. They'll face the 70 Cowboys, who were Super Bowl 5 runners up. The 04 Pats with Tom Terrific. Mm. Mm. Yeah, my pie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tom Brady 05 Pats when they went back to back. The 86 Broncos with Elway, his first trip to the Super Bowl. The 2015 Broncos, with Peyton winning Super Bowl 50, they take on the 90 Giants that used ball control to win Super Bowl 25. Yeah, it's funny. Super Bowl 50 winner takes on Super Bowl 25 winner. The 08 Steel Curtain that took their sixth title thanks to the toe tap by San Antonio. They'll take on the 48 Eagles, who won the 40s tournament. 91 Redskins with their 11-0 start, and Mark Rippon, the Canadian, at pivot. They faced the 94 Niners with Steve Young getting the monkey off his back. 64 Cleveland with Jim Brown and them. They'll face the 2014 Seahawks with the Legion of Boom defense that should have won the Super Bowl, but they didn't give it to Marshawn Lynch. So those are your final 7 games, and we'll have fun tomorrow, next week. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond.